Welcome to Vivekananda Institute of Management's video lectures. In this video, we will be looking at the steps in planning. There are basically 6 steps involved in planning. Some of them may reduce this number of steps to 5, and there will be some authors who will increase this to 7 or 8 steps also. But generally, these are the 6 steps which are prescribed by most of and accepted by most of the authors. So the step number 1, okay, it involves identifying the problems and opportunities. You have set a goal. Planning presumes that you have already set a goal, okay. So after that, the thinking begins of how to achieve that. So here what you are going to do is, in the first step, you will try to find out what are the hurdles that are there and what are those opportunities that you have which you can make use of, considering all your resources available and the conditions which are there in the environment. You will try to find out how you can best reach the objectives. So for that, first step is what are the hurdles. So you need to identify what are the problems that you may encounter in achieving the objectives. Otherwise, you are doing your work, you can continue to do the work and you may reach some place, but to reach a particular objective you have to understand what are the problems and also find out the opportunities by which you can address these problems. Then the second step is to prepare a list of the conditions which are going to affect you and also forecast about them. Forecasting is different from predicting. Predicting is just making a guess without any basis, whereas forecasting is predictions on the basis of some factors. It is a scientific method where you use the available knowledge, and based on that knowledge you make a prediction about the future. It is not pure guesswork, whereas guesswork or just mere forecasting, merely prediction, is just based on your overall experience and what you feel, not on the basis of facts. When it is based on facts, it becomes forecasting. So you have to make a list of various conditions that may prevail during the course of time during which you are trying to achieve your objectives. So what may happen in future, what are the likely situations that you are going to encounter, make a list of all these things, okay, because you would need that when you are evaluating the different options, okay. So the third step will be to generate different plans, the different methods by which you can attain the desired objective. What all are the ways or approaches that can be done, the different alternatives to reach the objectives. Depending on the objective, you will be having several options. Like for example, if it is about going from one place to another, there may be different alternative routes, there may be different alternative modes of transport, etc. Similarly, if it is a business, to increase sales you have different opportunity, different options. You can add different products, you can take the existing products to different newer markets, or you can bring new products from other places to your local market, or you can go to a totally different market with totally new products. So different alternatives are there for one objective. So once you have generated all the different possible alternatives, the next step, that is step 4, it involves evaluating these alternative plans. So each plan has got its own advantages, disadvantages. There are merits and there are demerits. Some are easy to achieve, some are very difficult to implement. So you have to consider all these things, and also you have to consider this in the background of the resources that are available to you. So whenever there are resources available, you can think of such plans. If the resources are not available, next question is, can you get those resources? If the answer is yes, you can continue, otherwise you have to change your plan. And then after you have evaluated each of these plans, you have a basis on which you can compare these plans and find out which is the most suitable or appropriate plan. So you have to like convert it in terms of the best plan, better plans, or not suitable plans, or maybe you can rank them as 1, 2, 3, 4 based on your overall assessment, or you can give marks to each of the different plans depending on various factors. You can give marks to all of these, and then finally you have to select the most suitable plan. You are not going to select always the best plan, but you are going to select the most suitable plan. It is going to be very good if the most suitable plan also happens to be the best plan. It is something like you want to purchase a dress for some function. So if we go through these steps, the step 1 may be identifying the problem. That means which is the dress you should wear, what is the occasion, when, and which is the kind of dress that is suitable for this occasion. Then the list of conditions, you have to maybe consider the climate also, because the dress you are going to wear will have an effect on your overall comfort level. If it is summer and if you are purchasing a silk cloth or something, you may feel very frustrated. So depending on the climatic conditions, etc., whether you are using it for daytime wear or evening time wear, etc., you have to find out the factors that are there where you are going to use this dress. Then maybe generation of alternatives. You have several different types of dress, traditional, modern. In modern several options are there, in traditional several options are there. So you are going to create a list of various alternative dresses from which you are going to choose. Then you are going to evaluate each of these. Evaluating each of these means which one is more suitable, which one is better. So you select few, you reject few, and among the selected few you will try to find out which is better. And then you will also compare it with your personality, your budget, and which one suits you better, whether those sizes are available or not for you. So after comparing all this, you will be left with few choices, and some are directly rejected, and among those you will select the one which is most suitable for you, not necessarily the costliest, not necessarily the cheapest, but one in which you would look good, and in one which is suitable for you, in which you look more appropriate according to your height, weight, personality, build type, etc., with which dress you would be more comfortable. So on that basis you would be choosing a dress. Similarly, in the business we are going to use these steps in planning. The step 1 is identifying problems and opportunities. Second is preparing a list of various conditions and forecasting the conditions. Step 3 is generating the alternative plans. Step 4 is evaluating the alternative plans. Fifth is comparing the alternative plans to find out which is better. And step 6 is selecting the most suitable plan. So these steps are always seen in planning. Sometimes these steps happen very fast, and sometimes these are very slow, depending on for what thing you are planning. If you are planning for something very routine, all these 6 steps may happen very fast, and these you may not even be able to separate these plans, saying that this is step 3, step 4, step 5. These things may happen very fast, rapidly, and there may be no difference felt in all of these. So if it is by like purchasing a pen, there may be no difference in these, but if it is purchasing of a car or a vehicle, all these separate steps can be distinguished properly. So depending on what thing we are planning for, these steps will be sometimes very clear, sometimes they will be almost mixed up. But however, it is better that you remember all these 6 steps, especially when it comes to decision making and planning in business scenario. Thank you. In case of any doubts, you can get in touch with us. Thanks again.